on my computer. Hello. Hello. Welcome, you guys. Hello. I'm so happy to be here. So yeah, we do this every month at 12 Senses Retreat. This is my really good friend Anka's space. And we just had some of her guests leave. They just checked out. So 11 o'clock is checkout and 11:30 is yoga. So we're opening our heart. And I just want to take a moment to ground down. I have so much planned for you, and I have so much that I want to say, but just take a moment to plant your hands together and just take a couple deep breaths. Yeah. So I'm going to keep this to an hour, 1 hour, so I don't lose my Instagram. Yeah. And an hour's great on a Sunday morning, just for self-care, inner awakening, inner knowing. So yeah, wherever you are, tuning in. If you're seated in your chair, if you're still laying in your bed, just watching this. Put your hands together in Anjali Mudra and find that central column. Let your chin drop. And feel your mouth, like a little moisture in there. And we'll take 3 consecutive breaths in through the nose. Let it out through the mouth. Yeah. Again, inhale nose. And let it out through the mouth. Wow. Just get you into this cognitive body, mind-body connection. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. So much so that I remember I didn't turn my big camera on. So I do that also. I am multitasking. It is so fun. I put our class on my big Sony camera, and then I edit that, and that's what goes onto my YouTube as an official video. And so that's on right now. And you'll see me throughout this hour go back to that camera and just turn it back on, because it only gives me like 25 minutes. So you'll see that also. So this class, I wanted to share with you how valuable it is with our neck, shoulders, and arms. I know that this is a heart sequence, and we will get to that, but I've been thinking about this class today, and I want to put it into like 3 segments. So this beginning segment, if you're just in your bed or on a chair or having breakfast, absolutely fine. Just doing this first 10-minute session with me, not feeling like, oh my God, I got to take the whole class, because you don't have to take the whole class. The arms and the neck, all related to the heart. So anytime we're opening up this upper body, that's what we are exploring, our heart chakra. So that said, this first part, let's just play with the wrists. So take your hands out in front of you and just circle out your hands. You can do this in your chair. Let's just do this in your chair. You can do this in bed. Yeah, just circle out these wrists and connect to the breath in the nose and out through the nose. Really good. All right, so you're going both directions, waking that up, and then push it out. When you're finished with the circles, kind of pull it in nice and tight, and then shoot it out. This is yoga, you guys. You know, if you feel like, I can't do yoga, what is yoga? This is yoga. Inhale, tight, exhale, let it go. Inhale, tight, exhale, let it go. I mean, how cool is that? And then another thing for the hands, just interlace your fingers and take this wave. All the while you're breathing in and breathing out. Already starting that relaxation response in the body, which is why we do this, we want that connection. How cool is this? Just like there's a wave. I'm watching myself. Woo! All right, so now you have it, your fingers interlaced. Take an inhale together. Fill it up. Exhale, push your hands away from you. See that? Push your hands away from you and then press into that right palm. You can even drop the chin down to the chest. Notice that if there's a yawn that comes, let that come through that jaw. Linger where you want to linger. A little bit of bounce in the knees if you're standing, or making sure that your sit bones are planted if you're seated. So you're pushing out through the other palm. And just go back and forth. Ooh. Really nice. And then up, bring it all the way up. Doesn't that feel amazing? Feels amazing. Up, and then a side stretch off to the side. Really good. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale to the other side. Really nice. Oh my gosh. It's helping me open up my jaw and my face. So then release your arms. Exhale, bring your hands down. And then bring your hands up. Try not to hit anything if you're sitting at the table. Inhale. Exhale. Great. And then just shake it out. Bring your arms forward and back. All for your heart. Really nice. Okay, and then take that. I love when I start yawning. It means that I'm starting to relax. Right arm, eagle arms. Right arm underneath the left. And what happens sometimes is this doesn't come together. So you can extend your hands onto your shoulders, absolutely fine. And give this some circle. But if you're able, maybe you can bring your palms together and just find a little bit of movement. Good. Okay. Go into this drop down, lift up. So yeah, this is either a standing segment or a seated segment. Different stories in a yoga class. This is just a beginning story. Excellent. So if you are standing and you feel like you want to lift up and then all the way down, let it drop. Let it hang. And then bring it back up. One more circle like that. Inhale to lift. Exhale. I like the slow motion, there's no rules. You can do that a number of times fast, or you could hang out and do it nice and slow. Good. All the way up. Good. Let it go again. And then we have the other arm. So you'll have that left arm coming underneath your right. Again, you can grab your shoulders. You need to grab if this feels like it's a bit tight. Always knowing that your body has its own edges. My edges are different than your edges. And there's no right or wrong. Good. Whew. So it's the same thing. We're doing the same thing, but it's a different arm. So there's different sensations here. Remember to breathe. Inhale. Exhale, nose. Nice. One more time. Up. And then exhale down. Really good. And then just roll yourself back up. It's all this stuff for the shoulders. It's crazy. I love it. All right, so the next shoulder, and if you're still seated, this is great. I hope you're with me because it doesn't take much. So now we're bringing that my right hand is inside of the inner arm on my left. I turn my thumb away from me. You do this seated. And as you turn that thumb away, your left shoulder drops down. Take your right ear to the shoulder. So you're stretching that side out. You can close your eyes. Again, it takes time. So let's commit. Commit to 5 breaths. Really letting the ear be heavy, the jaw soft. If you feel like you have those wide open yawns, let those happen. It's about 3 breaths, 2 more breaths. You can close the eyes, just going inward. And sometimes, that chin just wants to stretch. Let that chin stretch over to that right shoulder and then down. Wow, I can't believe these yawns. It's just that release of tension. Let that happen. It's like a shortcut. It's like your body letting you know it wants to release any resistance, any stress, any tension. That's how we connect. That's how we go inward. How we find our true self, our authentic self. Good. All right, so now go slow. Really important when you transition from these deep stretches, going slow. So a preparatory breath with an inhale. Exhale, let your head slowly come up. It's like a rubber band. You just don't want to let it go. Yeah, you want it to go gradual. So even this rolling of the shoulders is helpful. See how much you could do just by standing? So this is that segment that I really wanted you to, or those of you who haven't done yoga before, I wanted to invite you to see how easy it is. It's just this. Moving the upper body. Wow. Heart opening yoga. All right, so other side. Left hand, inner edge of that arm. Turning the palm. Yep. Turning the palm. Finding that central place where your chest is lifted. Your head is in line with your spine. Can't stop yawning. I love it. And then the ear comes over to that left shoulder. What's fascinating is that as these yawns happen and as the tension in the neck starts releasing, you'll start feeling clearing in the sinuses, clearing in the ears unclogging. Maybe you might even hear ringing in the ears. Absolutely normal. It's just meaning, it's just letting you know your body is opening up. So the same sensations with that chin, not a lot of action, just that body guiding you into those movements and breath, reminding you to breathe. Inhale nose, exhale nose. Really good. Letting those yawns, I can't overemphasize the ability for your body to know how to release and when to release. Deep sighs, if you have those sighs in you. I can't do it for you. It's that inner seeing, it's that inner awareness that will guide you through your practice. Good. So full extension. I have my thumb turn, my arm turn. Taking an inhale. And then exhale to let my head slowly come up. Yeah, good. Shake that out. Really nice. All right, so I think that was about, 10 minutes for that first segment, and amazing. So we're going to go down to the floor for that next segment. So if you did that 10-minute segment with me, that's it. Free to go. How quick was that? So now, if you're just joining me, we're going to do this second segment, which is going to be right here. Second segment, second sequence, right here. A seated shoulder heart opening. Okay, so I like using a prop, so just a little bit of blanket underneath, especially if I know I'm going to stay seated for about 10 minutes. So I'm had the intention to let this yoga be accessible to everyone. Okay, don't have to be athletic body to do yoga or have this idea of like yoga's hard, let's go do some power yoga. No, let's do this for de-stress, for opening a heart seeing, heart coherence. So that's this next sequence, more about the opening of the heart, okay? With more, you'll see. I have it. It's all right here. I've been doing this for 25 years and it just goes like snap, snap, snap. So this is a seated heart sequence. All right, dropping the chin low, turning the palms down towards the knees. Take an inhale through your nose. And just let it out, wide open mouth, exhale. And then lightly flutter the eyes open. You're just gazing right off your nose. And push your chest forward. You're holding your kneecaps. And then pull your chest and your chin back. So it's this cat-cow. It's a seated cat-cow. Inhale forward. Exhale around and drop back. Anytime you feel like you want to linger, maybe you want to linger on the front end or linger on the back end. Or go fast. Inhale forward, exhale back. Nice. Last one forward. Last one back. And now big circles coming forward and around. Do you feel that lower back just circling out? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Yeah. Really good. Inhale forward. Exhale back. You feel finished with that direction, go the other direction. And that audible ocean breath. Inhale. Exhale. And letting the head get involved. Letting the head, the arms. Wow. Feels good to close the eyes too. Last one. Last circle. Excellent. Good. Dropping it back. Let's switch up the feet just to take a shift, a change on the feet. Making sure the sit bones are moved back. And then bring up the arms. Take the right hand to the left knee. Good. Open that up. And really slow motion. You're opening up that left shoulder as you give it a little pulse back behind you. Notice how the chest is lifted. Just turning and looking back. And then drop the fingers behind you. Inhale to lift a little taller and turn. Great. One more breath. And then that next inhale, keep the left arm high. Oh my gosh, still yawning. I love it. Up and over to the side. Wow, side bending. You can turn the head and the shoulder down slightly and then back up. Just a little bit of pulse, letting it drop down and bring it back up. Oh, really good. One more time. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, bring it up. Awesome. Good. And so then this left arm is going to come behind And take that right arm also to come behind, but you're going to plant your fingertips towards your hips and find a little bit of put pressure down and through your knees. You see that? And a bounce in the elbows. This is heart stuff, so see if you can get your hips to come up slightly. They're only going to come up a little bit. Opening that up. Playing with the jaw, maybe, yeah. Good. Gently come down, lean forward, and go the opposite direction. Walk your hands forward. A little bit of lift, but walking the hands forward. Good. Dropping the head down. Wow. So nice for that low back. Really simple and easy. This is yoga. And then walk your fingers over to one side. Left side first. I went to the left side. Connecting to a couple breaths. In through the nose. Out through the nose. Good. Come back to center. And over to the other side. Really good. Letting the head drop. Excellent. Come back to center. And then walk your hands back up towards your feet. And we'll switch. So it's now the left arm over to that right knee. Take that right arm and just bring it high first. Right arm up towards the ceiling. And then as you gently pulse, look back and open up that right side body, right rib cage, right from the lower abs, lower belly. Good, and then drop the right hand behind you. Continue to inhale to lift. And then one more really nice soft twist over the right shoulder. Oops, I think I might have to shut the door. And then that right arm comes high up and over towards the side. Yeah, I'm going to shut this door. You guys keep hanging on to that side bend. Good. So, and what do we do with that side bending? We went looking down and then looking up. And then a few more like that. Inhale to really drop the chin, drop the shoulder, and then explore and open wide. Last two. Inhale to turn, a little bit of turn, changes the right hip, and then open. Really good. Nice. Come back to center. Right hand behind you, left arm comes. Repeat that fingertips towards the hips. Heart's lifting and just give that a little opening. Excellent. And such a beautiful segue into opening up the feet right into tabletop. I'm going to turn, but reverse tabletop. Plant your feet, plant your fingertips towards you. Give it a little bounce in the elbows. Inhale to prep. Exhale, bring your hips up. Doesn't have to go right to the full expression. You can just play with the slow hips. And then add another breath. Inhale. Exhale, lift your hips high. Make sure there's this nice bounce in the elbows. You might even move your hands around a bit to feel connected into the palms, into your hand. And then eventually you might find you get more extension through the chest if you drop your head back. Yeah, really good. Wow, I love the feeling of opening backwards, the chest. It's like that reverse of what we're so used to doing with our phones and our computers. Even driving especially, Lots of road trips out there. Come on down, take a moment here to inhale for prepping, and then drop your knees to the right. Notice that whole movement through your torso. Again, you're still focusing on arms, hands, chest, which is all heart related. Elevating your mood. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, the other side. Good. And then circle out that hip. Good. And then back to reverse tabletop. So I've noticed that sometimes our shoulders get really fatigued. If it feels like you need a break on those arms being straight, just bend them. You can still do a little bit of that reverse flexion, that reverse tabletop. You see that through the chest? Really nice. So it's up to you. Just explore and experiment. I'm going to go back to that tabletop. Give it a little bounce. Exhale, lift all the way up. You can tell the heat's starting to build now. Just in these two reverse tabletops. Pretty amazing. Really good. Nice. Head comes up. Drop the hips down again. Repeat what we just did. Inhale to prep. Exhale, slowly let the knees drop to one side. Massaging that right glute. Really good. And then come back to center. And then the other side. Circle out that left hip. And those sounds, any sounds that you feel coming, let those happen. They actually stimulate the nasal cavity, the nitric oxide that goes throughout the body to help open up your vessels and bring a more relaxation response into the body. All right, so that was it. That was that second segment. So you're free to go if that's it, and you want to go on to your next thing, or continue with me, and we'll move into that third segment. Turning over into tabletop, and play with cat-cow here. Just round, so rounding into your back, pressing into your palms. So the reason why I'm doing these segments is I want you to realize and want the whole idea that, oh my gosh, I have to do an hour yoga class. No, you don't. You could just do 5, 10, 15 minutes and you're good to go. Things kind of stack on top of each other. So yeah, yoga makes you feel amazing. And 10 minutes will do the trick. So cat-cow. Really good. Bring the knees together. Take that left leg and let that left leg extend back. Now we're going to step it up a bit. Heat up our midsection. Left leg straight back. Your hips are nice and square. Take your right arm and reach it forward. Tiger curls. Inhale to extend. Exhale, curl underneath. Good. Again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Nose breath. Really nice. Extend and curl under. This next one, extend. Take that right hand down. Bring that left knee in towards your forehead and just press the palms firmly into the mat and round the back as much as you can. So you're into your upper back, you're into your low back. Feels great. Last breath. And then shoot that left leg back out again. Right arm reaches forward. See what happens if you can reach for that back foot. And as you look down, you have more balance, of course. But if you feel like you want to challenge yourself, take an inhale And then exhale over that right shoulder and kick it up. Good. Focus on the heart. Heart reaching forward, left foot kicking back. Really good. Inhale, look down. Release that right arm forward, left leg back. Take the right hand underneath the shoulder and the bottom foot, move it over like a kickstand. Right foot over to that right side of the mat. Then the left knee, open the left hip. And you can already start feeling this organic expression of this left arm up. And the same thing, side bow. It's amazing. I love how yoga works together. The same thing, you can look down for balance or inhale and use that nice long exhale to look over the left shoulder. Great, inhale, look down. So this is very challenging. Let's see if you can do this. This is tiger curls with the same arm and the same leg. First thing to do is sort of move that right foot back towards the back of the mat. Left shoulder drops, left hip drops. Keep the ribs in, you're nice and square through your hip. You see that? Then the left knee and the left elbow come in. Okay, it's a lot of balance through this inner core. Inhale to extend. Exhale to come on in. Inhale. Exhale. A little bit of a challenge. Wow, I love it. Feels strong. I can feel it in the right glute, and maybe you can too, because I'm in it with you guys. This is awesome. Last one. Ooh, good. Reach forward and back. Left hand comes down. All right, some fancy stuff. See if you're with me. Tuck that right toe under. Come into one-legged down dog. Good. And just notice what's happening through that right leg. Right hamstring. Left hip socket. And always rest. We're going to go there in just a second. Left foot comes down to meet the right, back into a full down dog. Knees are bent. It's our first time here, so just let that expression of softness in the knees happen. Shaking up the head. And maybe you have tippy toes, straight legs, drop down into the heels. Yeah. And even pump out through the heels. Gosh, whenever I come to down dog, I feel like I've come home. Just like this home base, yoga home base. Down dog. Wow, awesome. Little rocking side to side, stretching out the back of the legs. And then take that child's pose. Let the knees drop wide, the toes come together, and set your hips way back. Big breath. So as you find what sometimes happens in this child's pose, I just want to do a little bit of explanation. Sometimes this happens. This is so much roundness. If that's happening for you and you want to explore a different way of doing your child's pose, see if you could just shoot the hips back and maybe not squeeze so much, but more length through your upper body. Find that expression. Really dropping. It's almost like it's a puppy pose, but pushed back into the hips. And then maybe you might even be able to bring it back a little bit more. I'm supported. Let's take a couple supported breaths right in with the double fists underneath your forehead. Give that eyes closed in through the nose. Trying to soften into the back, letting the back release. Jaw relax. Excellent. Last one. Really good. Gently come out, come back to all fours. Make sure your knees are underneath your hips again. And round into the back, cat-cow. So actually I'm going to share with you, oh my gosh, I just love it. I have so much that I would love to share. So if you're in your tabletop and you feel like, oh, I'm done with cat-cow, there's this barrel roll. Try off to the side, roll to the side, let the ribs go down and up. And then there's another one too. You move your hands out a little bit and you just kind of like circle. So just all this experiential movement. Let your body guide you to these different modes of expression. Good. Let's stick with the little barrel roll. I love playing with that rib cage. And breath. Inhale as you extend up. Exhale as you drop down. And you can switch directions. That inner eye, that inner seeing. There's nowhere to go, just right here, exploring your body, exploring your breath. Tells you and guides you and heals you. All right, so you guys know where we are. Right leg extends back, left arm. In fact, I'm going to turn around because I think that will be better. So it's right leg extends back, left arm reaches forward. It's tiger curls. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to come underneath. Your own speed, your own rhythm. All with breath. So this is vinyasa. Inhale one direction, exhale the other. Yeah. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Oh, yeah. Whew. Good. So reach forward and back. Take that. This is like clean the slate. We had a lot of activity here. So left hand comes down, right knee comes in. Use the toes, use the hands to round the back as much as you can. You feel the chin into the chest. You can feel the lower back. And my rounded body looks different than yours, so just go inward. Even close your eyes, not looking, but just looking inside. What does it feel like? Where can I push a little bit harder to get that stretch where I need it or want it? Good. When you're finished, take that leg back out again, and then the opposite arm. Inhale. Exhale, take that left hand to that right foot. Don't worry if it doesn't reach, especially if it's your first time practicing. Inhale, and possibly look over that left shoulder. Heart reaches forward. Left hand pulls back on that foot. Awesome. Look down, smile, reach forward and back. Left hand comes to the mat. Move this left foot to the left side of the mat. Stack the right hip. You can already feel this beautiful side opening. Take your breath with you. Bring your right arm high. Grab for that foot and just kick it back. Kick it back and look over the right shoulder. Just being in it. If it feels like you need to balance more, look down towards that left thumb. Kicking back. Last couple breaths. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. You guys know what's next? Oh my gosh. I do. I just remembered. I'm so in it. Sometimes I'm like, well, what's next? Oh, I remember. Right leg goes straight, right arm over the ear, and then you're dropping just like a door, dropping that right hip down, right shoulder down. Engage the ribs, lengthen through the fingers, through the toes, and then pull it in, tiger curls. Okay, inhale, exhale. Rounding into the back, inhale, exhale. Your own rhythm. You can stop when you want to stop. I'm continuing. A few more. This side wants to go faster, huh? Last one. Nice, good. Fancy stuff. You remember what we did? Tuck that left toe under, went right into one-legged down dog. Inhale. Exhale, push it up and back. Really nice. Tried it with square hips first. Right hip is squarely through the ball of the foot. Check in with that left hip crease, left knee. Oh my goodness, amazing. Woo! Really good. Yoga doesn't have to be too fancy. This is enough. Good. Right foot comes down. Stay in your down dog or rest in your child's pose. Give it a little bend in the knees, hips high, shoulders push down. Lengthen through the upper body. Plug the shoulders in, the sockets, the armpits in. Even out the hands. And then go tippy toes. And then exhale to the right. Egyptian down dog. Sink into the feet. You can explore that left side body. Know that child's pose is absolutely great. If you need to rest, drop your knees, let your hips come back. If you're ready for the other side, tippy toes, down dog. Exhale. It's so funny. I want to accommodate everybody. If you need to rest, rest. Just to honor and support yourself. If you want to go up into a handstand, go do that. That's not in my practice today. Awesome. Come back to center. Oh, let's just walk. If you're in your child's pose, go ahead and come up, back up to down dog. And give yourself this little bit of walk, 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 walk forward, walk back. A little bit of forward fold, bend your knees and let your arms, elbows grab your, hands grab your elbows so you could just rock, 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 side to side. Shake out the head. Build a weight forward. Big sigh. So just stay, let gravity take your head. Such an inversion for your head. Letting the blood come right into the head. Release the arms. Use your hands for support. See if you can just drop your hips down. Yeah, dropping your hips down. And then dropping your hips high. Good. And do that a couple more times. Dropping and lifting into forward fold. And then when you're in your forward fold and you're ready to come up to stand, you take yourself and you just walk around. Good. Yeah, time flies when you're having fun. Okay, and then just roll up. Good. Give it a little bounce, give it a little circle. All right. So standing, if you have a wall, so pretend you have a wall. I'm going to pretend I have a wall actually, but you can go to your wall. And first, just support your back, but your wall's right behind you. You're supporting your back, and you're looking. You're saying, hey, where are you, wall? My wall is right behind me, okay? Good. And then come back. And just do that a couple times. We're prepping our back for a little bit of bridge. We're gonna go down to the ground. So this is my third segment. This is my third segment for for my YouTube channel, right? So this is cueing for my third segment for back bending. All right, supporting the back, pushing hips, do that a couple times. Exhale through the mouth. So thank you, Josh Vincent, for teaching me this sequence. I really love the way he builds up the breath on this. And so that's what we'll do next. We're going into a 6 count bridge. So see how slow you can make this happen. So it's inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You feel that? Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It's so relaxing. So 2 more 6 count. Inhale from the bottom, all the way up. Inhale, 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 inhale. Nice. Exhale. Upper back, middle back, low back. And again, inhale, curl, lift, middle. Really meditative. Exhale. I'm smiling because it's just so one-man show. It just cracks me up. I'm like doing so much and I love it. All right, so this next one, it's a 2 count or 2 of these sequences, but with an 8 count, okay? So try that. I know that 8 is the most difficult because you're like, oh my gosh, I wanted to get to 8, but go really slow, find that inner eye, that inner count. Know that you're in the right place, doing the right thing. So 8 counts. Inhale. Did you feel that? That's the 8. That's the top. Exhale, 8. You have to watch that spine just slowly, slowly drop down. Good. The second one's going to be even better. Set of 8 count breath. Inhale. Lower belly. Inhale. About halfway. Fill it all the way up. Fill it all the way up. Lift, hold. Exhale. Wow, 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 wow. Awesome. Oh my gosh, so good. Whew. And then take the feet a little wider. Give yourself a mini curl. We're going to curl up, good. And then curl down. Arms out to the sides. And then feet just a tad wider. Drop the knees to the right. We did this at the beginning of the sequence where we just dropped the knees, but now we're just laying our whole body down. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, other side. Really good, nice. And then again, just that sweet, soft release on the exhale, dropping over. Nowhere to go, just right here, feeling your body heavy. And back to center. On the other side. Really good. All right, you guys, an hour goes by so fast. If there's any last posture that you need, maybe it's a rock and roll where you're rolling and massaging your back fully up to seated and back. Or it's just a soft roll like I'm doing where you're just rolling your knees around in a circle. A nice inversion, maybe there's a shoulder stand, headstand. Happy baby, kind of letting the knees open wide and rocking. That's always a good option. Yeah, really good. Little cracks and pops, getting yourself situated to rest your body in Shavasana, corpse pose. Letting the feet turn out, the palms open. Let go of your Ujjayi breath, your ocean breath. Just let it go. And see if you can find that quiet quiet stillness where there's no sound, that invisible breath. And letting your body be heavy. If there's any thoughts, float in and float out. Yeah, you're more than welcome to stay in your Shavasana, in your corpse pose. While you're in your sacred space, doing your beautiful self-care. So just let that self-care continue. 10, 15 minutes. Excellent time for your Shavasana. And when you do come out, let your body awaken slowly, where your thumb and your fingers touch and sense the tips of the fingers. Sense your toes. Let your toes wiggle. Take in a deep breath. Fresh, new, alive, wake up breath. And then one knee at a time, like slide that knee up towards you. Bring that close to you. Grab that knee. Slide the other knee nice and slowly up towards you. Once you have both kneecaps, do that rocking. Soft, gentle sway from side to side. Just celebrate the time you spent awakening those new pathways in your mind and in your body. Waking up the parts of you that might have been asleep and now are just vibrant and singing. Such a beautiful thing. Our practice does that for us. And then gently into it, give yourself a moment to decide which side would feel good to roll towards. And roll to that side. Awesome. And use your hands for support. Gently and slowly, you're just coming up with breath. Good. Yeah, that's it. Take one last breath. Inhale. Hands at your heart. Yes, I celebrate you. Thank you so much for watching and being part of this. I have 2 Instagrams going, and I really love catching everybody live. So my live video ended on my Instagram, so it says share to eat. I always forget this. Good. Add. Yes. Next. Yay! Good. I finally did. I finally shared my Instagram after 1 hour. So there you go. It's on Instagram for a bit. And then we have 6 seconds remaining. It's a good time to end this. Yep. And now, good. You shared. Yeah. I want to make sure I share. Good. What happened? Oh, I missed it. It didn't go. Oh man. Oh well. I love it. Technical stuff. Anyhow, thank you for being here and watching the replay. If you're on my Facebook or my Instagram or YouTube. You guys are amazing. Thanks for being here. And the replay will be here. So good job. Thank you.